Hi everybody, just getting my runes. Right, so here we go. I'm gonna share the screen in a minute. Don't want to see me, not a big me. Right, here we go. This one is the correct one. I don't know what happened with animal healing. I'm still stressing over it a bit. Not stressing, but I'm like, where's the autosave? It always autosaves no matter what, and I don't understand why it hasn't autosaved. It's really odd. I'm gonna do it most probably tomorrow. I can't rush through animal one because obviously it's too important ethically and professionally. I won't feel right about delivering it. I could, but it won't be in presentation format, and it'll just be nowhere near as good as it could be. And I'd rather do that professionally, properly tomorrow, because I've got to stay on target this week. We've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm leading up to advanced crystals, the room therapy, the life coaching. I've completed the presentation for that, but I'm doing that a full day course. So here we go. From the beginning. Here we are from the beginning. Runes. Anybody know about runes? Well, runes is one of the most popular methods of deviation, and there are different kinds of runes, various ones, and they've been thousands of years, used hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, many different types. Alphabets are the most popular ones used with runes. We use them in witchcraft quite a lot. One of the oldest ones being the old Germanic runic ones. It's all to do with Aztec stuff like that. And there's 24 runes. The first 6 which spell out the word through arc it is. Over time, this was adapted in order to use in writing Anglo-Saxon. So it's, you know, it's incredible. It's all to do with history and stuff like that, and symbolism. Old English and a number of other runes were added to the alphabet, bringing it up to 33. So that's incredible. Known as the Anglo-Saxon thorough. Another adaptation in younger Scandinavian thorac, which is believed to have been used in Scandinavia, was in the 17th century. It's a long time. Also, it's interesting, but some of it's also, I've been doing research, and a lot of research goes to the Masons as well, and Masonics. This research I haven't actually done via research documentary. I've actually known it in my mind for a long, long time. Don't know why I get information given to me. It's called Divine Source tells me lots of things. And then the other day I actually did come across it. And also Mote Be as well. You know, Mote Be, the saying Mote Be. That also is Masonic as well. And it's funny because we use that in witchcraft. So in spellcasting and stuff like that. So where was I? Yes, all of these variations highlight changes. These were made as people moved and amalgamated in different countries, as well as each rune symbol being a letter of the alphabet. They also have symbolic meaning too. So I'll show you what they look like. You see, it's like symbolism on it. So I have put a list of all the symbols and meanings on here. So what are runes? The word rune means mystery, secret, interestingly enough, and it's a form of divination or oracle reading system. It's used to help gain insight into situations or questions more to do with subconscious thoughts, subconscious minds, rather than doing readings, say, for the future readings and stuff like that, and psychic and spiritualism. It's more based on intuitive, how you're feeling, what you're thinking for that day. It's very interesting. I've got a list here, prize list, all the meanings of the runes. But they're mostly common made of stone, and they feature a symbol form, like I showed you, in the runic alphabet. I love them. I do. I think they're great, and a lot of people find them very useful in readings and stuff like that. So here we go. So the meanings. Here are a few examples. There, F for you means domestic cattle wealth. Euros means wild ox. See if I can find them for you. I'll get them all out. I like to keep them in my pouch. Go. Yeah. That one. The F. So that's domestic cattle. And then we've got you. Find it. Have got it. So what you can do is you can get your own little pebbles. You can just put Tipp-Ex on them. You could Tipp-Ex the signs. You could sell them that way. Good idea there for you, Janet, when you're getting your website up and done. Sort of thing I'll be doing. Okay, yes. There we go. Oh. There's the U. So that means wild ox, and so forth and so forth and so forth. There, I will, like I said, give the alphabets later. Don't want to lose any. Like with anything, I cleanse them. So sage, very important. Please do cleanse them. It's up to you if you feel confident not to. I do. I cleanse everything, all my tools, anything for like crystal ball, anything like that. I cleanse everything, and I'm very orderly, so I like to keep everything in place in a pouch. It's the best place to keep your runes. So when you cast the runes, unlike fortune telling, you ask a question. So like I was saying about the subconsciousness, or think about an issue your conscious and unconscious minds are focused. When the runes are cast in front of you, then you're totally random, but your choices that have been made by you are your subconscious mind. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to do mine in a minute. Okay, so I'm grabbing it. Okay, I'm just going to. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pick some. So what I do is do like this, program them, and I could throw them out, cast them, and stuff like that. But I'll talk about the methods in a minute. Okay. So what to ask runes? You can ask basically anything. Ask about issues. Unlike fortune telling, you could, because fortune telling is basically telling the future, looking at the past, looking at the present, and then looking at the future as such. This is more about, say, if you've got an issue right at hand. So, you know, when people like pendulums and stuff like that, or when people want a one card, you're better off using runes. Remember that doing a runes reading is not about seeing the future. It's about looking for possible causes and effects and seeing potential outcomes. So it's more of a solution. So that's why I like it. It's more of giving somebody a solution. So somebody might come to you and go, oh, I've got an issue, about my marriage. And I want to know about it. Cast it. Okay, so that's why it's called casting, is because it is part of natural magic. So how do runes operate? Runes operates on an ancient form of psychology. So there you go. So once again, you can see how everything correlates really, and and I talk a lot about psychology in past lives. And that's why I like runes, because it's part of natural magic, and also for the fact that it's given that solution subconsciously. It's a lot of thought process, the cause and effect and stuff like that. If we're looking at things more of a sort of on a logical basis compared to scientific basis, although these still haven't been scientifically proven, of course. So these were done in the Viking times. There was a remarkable understanding of the human psyche back then, and the cause and effect, into connectedness of things. So the correlation between everything. The word to describe this interconnection was weird, which was eventually perceived in the modern meaning of weird. Symbolic is excellent. When the spider steps into the thread, if you look at the spider and the effects it has from vibration. So a spider, sort of, what it does is it creates webs and stuff like that, and that's all done by a vibration, and it's exactly the same. So the vibration affects the entire web, and the which is contained within the web, just as our actions affect our worldly our world, our universe, so everything that we do has a cause and effect. It operates in the same way. So that's how runes operate. It's operating on that vibrational thing again. So like we were talking about energy systems and stuff like that, exactly the same thing here. So what are they made of? Wood, stone, pebbles, crystals, bone, or even metal. Has anybody ever used them? What I'm going to do, I'm just going to get a chat up a minute. Oops. There we go. Be a little bit more careful. Has anybody used them before? I'm just going to wait for your answers. I've seen them done, but you've never used them. Really good. And I'll tell you what else is good about these, where you could use them. You could use them like in a campfire, around a campfire. Wouldn't that be cool? I'd love to do that. We could all sit around a campfire, chill out, look at the stars, get the runes out, get Janet on her instruments. That would be so cool. I love that sort of stuff. But yeah, you can make your own. Please do. So hexeracy. Reading. This method, you place the runes in their pouch like this. Here, in the pouch. You close your eyes and then you focus. Concentrate on what you want to answer for past, present, and future. Choose a rune from the bag as you answer. So here we go. Okay, runes. So here we go. I'm doing it now. So let's go to the past. I've got the arrow. That's victory. Warrior. I'm a warrior. My past, I've warriored it. I've actually concluded it. I've sealed it. I dealt with it. That's what that one means. So then now I'll go to the present. Oh, and I put it, because you can put it back in, and I've got the same one again. I've got the same one again. I'm a warrior of my past and my present. Ooh, I'm a warrior of my future too. Let's see. No, I'm not. This is to do with the gods and ancestors. So this is the future with the gods and the ancestors. That's interesting, because that's who I work with. So there you go. That means I'm sort of going towards my deity and pureness and stuff like that. So that's interesting. That was very good. Thank you, runes. I always thank them. Yes, you can make your own ones, and no, they don't have to be the same size. Little tiny the little pebbles like these are cool. These are very good to use, the little pebbles. So this is method 2. So is everyone following so far? Because it's quite straightforward. It's not too difficult. I like these, and I think it's really, really good. It's good. I've got we ordered some, because with this you get a free pouch of runes, and you get a free information stuff and everything like that with it. And so what I need you to do is send your address to me in your private message, if you don't mind. And what I'll do, I'll send a bag off to you. Only 3's turned up so far. We're waiting for the other packs to come, but I'll get straight onto the manufacturer to send them to me. So I need that. I need your details so that I can send a pack out to you. So don't go purchasing them, because I'm purchasing them for you as part of the package. And even if you're in America, wherever you are, I'll send. Thank you. Yeah, it's about shape and numbers, correct? Yes. So it's very good. So right, so what I'm going to do is method 2 now. So I'm going to just, what I always do, I always like, call upon the angels, Archangel Raphael, Michael. I do that in my mind anyway. Have good intention and thoughts. So I'm going to now toss them onto the soft furnishings here. Let's look forward to the tea and palmistry one. It's really good. Right, so here we go. And then what I'm doing is I'm just gently going like this. I've got to pick one. So which one am I going to pick? M. I've got the M. You see that? I've got M. That's for manifestation. And that's for power, divineness, and stuff like that. So that's interesting. I was asking will everything be okay? That's the answer I got. Divineness. So let's do another one. Oh, you can lay the runes out in a grid. Okay. And let your, sorry about this, guys. And let your hand pass over the runes slowly whilst concentrating what answer you want. So yeah, I haven't got a grid here. I rarely use them. Only that, I like the medicine wheel. So what I'm going to do is put my hand over. I use my right hand actually. Oh, so if you're left-handed, right-handed, see if I didn't want to, I went to go for my right hand. Do what you think is right, okay? Okay, joy. I've got joy. Lots of joy. I'm happy now about that. And weirdly enough, like the effects of that is, oh my gosh, I'm feeling better already, Not that I was feeling low or anything, but I'm not the sort of person who gets really low. So this one, oh, now I've got to put them back in my pouch. Put them back in the pouch. La, 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 la. Get them back in the pouch, and you line them up. And first going to answer is past, second, present, third, future. I did that just now. I automatically did that the first time around. Thank you very much, Rings. But I'll do it again. And it was, wasn't it? It was to do with warrior, the past, warrior, the present, and divine ancestors was the future. So okay, I'll do it again. See what happens. That was cheating. It's going on to that one again, which is joy, which I picked just now. It's going on to joy, which I picked just now. So we'll take that one out. Tipex is coming off this one. What is that one? I don't even recognize that one. Doesn't look right. No. The problem is they've used Tipex on these, the ones that I bought, and look, you can't really determine which one it is. I'm trying to, it doesn't look like the one that I think it is. Oh, yes, it is. That's manifestation as well. That's manifestation. I didn't recognize that. So here we go. B. Birth. Earth Mother, birth. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. No, I'm not having any more. No, I'm not. Okay. D. Getting it chopped off. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh dear. No. Okay. These are quite funny. So laugh out loud. Throw them to see how they land. Yes, laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. So casting on the ground. So here we go. Brings things such as twigs, sticks on which the rune symbols are inscribed work best for casting on the ground. So you use them simply by tossing all 24 onto the ground, like Janet, just like you were going to say. And you read the runes which land upright in the positions which they land. Their relative, there we go. Their relative positions give their relations. For example, if you have two which are upright runes, are close or touching in a line near parallel, and the runes are related. If they're cross and they are in opposition, there are obviously many degrees of this, and you can have to consider groups of runes and ones which are far away. General direction, this technique relies heavily on intuition since it doesn't have a spread to lay the runes in. So it's a bit like doing tarots between 4 and 8 times generally land upright, which is about right for almost inquiries, but I don't do tarots, as you know. But anyway, I did put a link in there for you to look at as well. Okay, and then what I've got is the alphabet. What I'm going to do now is your readings. And there is the alphabet. So it's pretty straightforward. You will get a pack of runes. If you want a certificate in this, you can pay $2.50 if you want a certificate. I mean, it's up to you, but it's quite straightforward, quite easy to use. But it's important to do it correctly. As with anything, you need permission. As with anything, you need to cleanse it and make sure you know what you're doing. So what I'm going to do, who would like a reading? So I need the permission. So here we go. Yes, please, Trudy. Right, here we go. So I'll do Trudy first. There's not many in here, is there? So, you know, we've got plenty of time. So, Trudy, what do you want me to do? Do you want to do method 1, 2, 3, or 4? So we do, I know, I'll pick one. We'll do past, present, and future. Okay? Right. Past, present, and future. So what you do when you're doing this, like with any reading, you go, okay, angels, Archangel Michael, Raphael. This reading is for Trudy Neal, not for myself. Make sure you have that intention. So you invoke for healing and power for you, not for me. So then what I'm going to do is pick one now. So I'm going to feel drawn to this one. That is manifestation as well. So what I suggest there is, in the past you have tried to manifest things. It hasn't actually, for me, fruitioned as of yet, but it will fruition. I'm going to pick the present now. But don't forget to elaborate. Use your psychic ability as well. Because that's the ideal thing about being a spiritualist and a psychic, is that you can elaborate on the things like this. Unlike others would. Oh, birth mother. Now, I think birth mother doesn't mean that you're going to have a baby or anything like that. What I think it means is that you're actually realigning your chakras. You're feeling more engraved into Mother Earth, that you understand Mother Earth, that you're around her, that you need to spend time with her as well. And that, you know, just to embrace her, to embrace Mother Nature. That's what I think it's more to do with being in touch with nature and getting out there, hugging a tree. And I feel that you're more in tune with her, so more aligned with her was what I initially got. So then your future is once again manifestation. Manifest. So whatever you desire is what you are going to get. See, it says divine, because I've got the thing here as well. It says divine union. Well, for me, divine union is group. So it could be like manifestation, togetherness, working in a coven. And thinking about it, you know, you're doing spellcasting and stuff like that. So that could be why. It means being a grandmother. Trudy, I was trying to get away from that because I'm trying to perceive it in a different light, because it doesn't mean baby, okay? Oh my gosh, yes, it could mean that, sweetie. Oh no. Okay, I'm leaving the B out. Oh dear. All right, so who's next? Names down for your reading. Who's this? Nancy. Okay, Nancy. Here we go. Calling upon Archangel Michael Raphael, reading for Nancy. This time I'm going to put it out. And I'm going to feel drawn to one. Doing it the correct way, left hand, right. Opposite hands. You've got that one as well. You've got the Wunjo, it's called, joy. Joyous moments at the moment. Everything's going to be absolutely fine. You've been going through a difficult time. Now, in the present, everything is fine. Everything is looking a lot more brighter. And I do get that with you anyway. A lot more brighter. I'll try and pick another one now. So this will be. So have you got a question and you like it answered? This is what it's about. So I'm going to shake it up a minute. And then, have you got a question you like answered? Are you going to say it? I've got my patchouli. Patchouli keeps men away. No babies. More on than that. You'll be like, what are you doing? Not really worried about that job. Okay, worried about that job. So what's the question? Is everything going to be okay in the job? Is that what you want to know? Or ask a specific question and we'll see what we get. Will I get it? Okay, right, here we go. So will I get that job? So Nancy, please. Here we go. Joy. You got joy. There you go. So yeah, according to that, yeah, joy. Will my husband find a full-time work? Okay. For Janet. This is for Janet Bryan. Thank you. What's that one? Divine protection and sanctuary. There you go. That sounds good. Divine protection and sanctuary. Well, that sounds promising, doesn't it? Okay. So who else is here? Is Marion here? Who's here? Oh, back. Participants. Yeah, Marion's here. Oh my gosh, poor Shafak's not here. I'm really worried about her. Right, I'm going to do Marion's. Have you got a question? I'll do past, present, and future, and then I'll do the past, and then we'll do a question. Oh, this is good. Got different ones. That is inherited genetics. It's to do with property. Have you inherited property in the past? That's what it's saying. Something to do with someone's property in the past. Oh, she's taking her mum out. That's good. Bless her. She is such a dear. Life's too short. The present is, you don't have to answer the question anyway because it's personal. It's manifestation. To manifest what it is you desire now, and you will get it. Not really, but you had money. Okay, that could be the same thing. And you've got, you have to make sure that it's not one or the other, because sometimes they're quite similar. Like this one's quite similar to, yeah, fertility, living, renewal. Everything's going to change. So you're going to have lots of changes around you in the future in terms of your home life and everything. Your energy sources are changing. That's a good one to have. Right, have you got a question? I'm loving this. That was from Marion. This is fun. It's like, like playing marbles. That's what it kind of reminds me of. But obviously, it'd be so cool to do it around like a campfire and stuff like that, and you could really get into it. And ask Marion for a question. I'll put my slippers on when I'm at it. Keep him very away from men after having that bee. What about eldest granddaughter's future? She's struggling. Is Sophia happy now? Okay. This is from Marion. Archangels. Is Sophia happy now? Birth. It's got the B again. Something to do with the baby? Maybe I'm going to have a granddaughter. Oh, that's a good point. She's 13. It could mean that you're worried about her. We'll do another one. That might be pointing to the here and now. So if we do future for her, that is an F. Oh, that's God and ancestors. It means she's got that means she would have protection around her. So yes, they're protecting her. Got the F. The F's come up for her. That's what was worrying us. Oh, great. Oh, no, really? Oh, no. It is the B. Oh, dear. She's only a bad bee herself. Nowadays, they grow up so fast, don't they? And they think, I remember being that age, and you think that you know it all, know everything at that age, and you don't. Unfortunately, you have to learn the hard way. As a youth and community worker, I'd advise that you just be there for her, tell her that you love her, and warn them of the dangers, guide them like you do, like you most probably are doing. It's all you can do, isn't it? The worse that with the more we pull them away, the more that they tend to run. It's well known that the more we tell them off, the more they run at that age. I've worked with teenagers for years, and they're all the same. I've never come across one that ain't like it, really. Even with the best intentions and the best parents with all the money in the world, and and perfect education and stuff, they still have the same issues, same problems. Yeah, that's what we're in. Yeah, keen on a boyfriend. Yeah, she will be at that age. I was like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I remember being that age. Awful. I wouldn't want to go back there. But yeah, you just got to remind them that you love them. So that's it. Concluded. Runes, alphabets. I don't really think there's anything else to talk about. I didn't expect to whiz through it so quickly. We can just quickly go over it again, though. Do it again. So just make sure it's sunk in. There we go. So here we go. Runes. Reading runes. This is one of the most popular methods of divination, and there are many different kinds of runes, and we talked about that in the ceramic, runic, alphabet. And then was the Elder through Futheric. I can never say that. Over time, this is adapted in order to use it to write in Anglo-Saxon. We did all about the history. I did go through it, didn't I? So what are runes? They mean secret, mystery, form of oracle reading system that was used many years ago to help gain insight, and it's to do with psychology and the psyche. And we've got the meanings here. The F means domestic cattle, wealth. U means the wild ox. T means the. Depends though. These ones I'm reading are rune alphabet. You get various ones. When you cast the runes and like fortune telling, it gives you a answer to the question that you want. What do you ask them? Anything, any issue you have. How do they operate? They operate in a psych. So it's all to do with psychology and stuff like that. Cause and effect. And we all know about cause and effect because of the cause and effect and mutable laws. They're made of bone, stone, wood, pebbles, and crystals. And the reading method was place the runes in the pouch, close your eyes, focus, concentrate on what you want to answer, past, present, and future. Choose a rune from the bag as your answer. Gently toss the runes from the bag onto a soft surface. Think of what you would like. 3, lay the runes out on a grid, and then you can put your hands over it. And 4, eyes closed 3 times out of the pouch. The first rune is the answer to the past, second to the present, third to the future. A bit like cards, really. And then you cast in on the ground, you just throw them, and you get like 24, and it's the first one that you pick. And then there is the alphabet. And I'll take you to the alphabet because there are lots. We can just do this now. Tell me if you can see it. See if I can. I'll screen share with you in a minute if I can get it up. There we go. Here we go. So I'm going to do new share. There we go. So there we go. These are the different ones. You can get it on here. So you've got the Viking runes, Celtic sign, the birthstones. So you've got so many different to pick from. Oh, no difficult mother. Yes, we love her. Oh, bless you, Marianne. Well, sounds like she's in safe hands there with you, sweetie, which is the main thing, isn't it? So there you go. And you can go on here, you can check all the different ones. But I will be sending a bag out with the meanings of it on there. I've got some here already, so those in the UK will get them to you pretty quick. If you're in USA, it might be a week or so, mightn't it? But I will get them sent to you, so please do private message me your addresses, if you don't mind. I will delete it straight away. I'm very funny because I'm a data controller for the business. I have to be very cautious. So there you go. Is everybody okay with that? Do you understand that? I'll stop share now. Share. Yeah, all sorted, so all good. So you can get making your own if you want to make your own. I will be sending some out to you. And the reason for that is because then you can make your own from it, because you'll have this. Look at this here, look. It's got all the different ones on it. And they'll come with, wherever I put it. This as well teaches you methodology. That's all it comes with. It just tells you it doesn't tell you the history, it doesn't tell you what they do, it doesn't tell you about the witchcraft, it doesn't tell you about how to cleanse them, but I've taught you all of that in there. But what you do get is you get the methodology. See if theirs is any different. Place your runes and drawstring back, close your eyes, focus, concentrate. Close. Yeah, pretty similar. So we've got similar methodology there. And that's it. And now I'm ready for soon. See you in about half an hour. Excited. It's amazing. Learn your palm life, fate, head, heart. I'm so excited. Sorry about that. So yeah, you look good in orange. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Nancy. Yes, like the Viking runes, all good, brilliant. So you can get on with that now. You've done your professional ethics and stuff like that, so you can advertise now to people that you are now certified by me in runes. So, I mean, like, what does that mean? Like, okay, you're certified by Rachel Gibson in runes. For me, it means that you've taken the responsibility, the actions of somebody who cares about people to go out and do it. I get qualifications in everything that I do, so that I've shown that I'm actually considerate enough to give people my time and energy, and knowing that I know what I'm talking about is true. I think if people don't, then you question, why don't you make the effort to learn how to do something properly? For me, that's important. I have the links and stuff like that in there for you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today, and I'll see you if you're doing the palmistry and tea leaf readings. I can't wait. See you in a minute. Thank you for joining me. Very interesting runes. Thank you, Rachel. Looking lovely. Thank you. Well, I promised that that would be sent to you as promised. It was written. I did say, as I advertised it, that you would all get a set of runes. Sorry I haven't had them beforehand, but it's better to have them afterwards so that you're ready now to use them on your friends, family, and clients. Thank you very much. Bye.